Hey, what's going on, everybody? Us, Power Baby. Welcome to Point Fighter Live. I'm here today with the power guy right here. One of my favorite competitors, and I've known him since he was a junior. He's been on the show a bunch of times, and it's been a while though. Alex Mancillas, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, man. It's good to be back. Thank you for having me. How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm doing great, and I'm really proud of everything you're doing. And you this is the oh, and by the way, guys, this is the Compete Internationals poll show. All right, before
Yeah.
we get going, it was a great event, and we're gonna be talking about the event and Alex's career and a lot of open sport martial arts talk right here. But man, you guys won. Paul Mitchell, you won the team fighting title, and then you also won your division in the light heavyweight
Absolutely.
division, and you guys had some great battles over there. The
Mhm.
All Stars made a comeback, and you guys were there too. So it was cool to see Paul Mitchell and All Stars. That hasn't happened in a long time. So
Yeah.
you grew up seeing that too, and I've seen it for a long time, and now you're actually part of that legacy
Yeah.
now too. So that was great. So yeah, so you guys won team fighting. Who did you? I know you also those four teams you fought ATL first, and then you fought
Yeah. So it was
non-title.
it was Team Paul Mitchell, which was us, and then there was two Team ATL teams. There was two of them, and then there was Team All Stars.
Yes.
And we fought Team ATL first, and then All Stars fought the other ATL team, and then it was JPM and All Stars in the final. And they ran
Yeah.
it off Friday
Yeah,
night.
they ran it off. I know, man. My dad was telling me, man, they should have ran that in the night show. That would have been awesome to do in the night show, But it's just
Yeah,
not
that would have been cool to have on the show.
yeah,
That definitely would have been for sure.
yeah, for sure, man, for sure. And it was a great event, and you won light heavyweight as well, the
I did.
division, and it was a great tournament. Now you've only been fighting lately, right? But I
Mhm.
know that you're a triple threat. You're one of the few, and I know you're not letting that go, right? So what was the reason why you fought at AKA and this one's fight?
Um,
Just to focus on the fighting part only.
yeah, also with the moving from Texas,
Yeah.
as you know, there's been a lot of change since the last time I've been on
Yes.
the show. With
Yeah.
me moving from Brownsville, Texas to Atlanta, Georgia now, and with that move, it was just a little bit harder for me to find space, space and
Yeah.
time to train both. And I'm not trying to make excuses. I could have probably done both, but with the amount of time, I didn't want to force myself to train both with such a short amount of time to train, right? As
Yes.
even like as a coach and as an instructor, we tell our students to train with adequate time. So I wanted to really just focus in on my fighting, and I wanted that point fighting Warrior Cup. Which Warrior Cup turned out great for me.
Yes.
I won the men's open weight, and unfortunately, I had to bow out. I had a concussion, so I had to bow out of the Warrior Cup round. But as one of my great mentors of my life and one of my great coaches, Ross Levine, he told me you can replicate a performance, but you can't replicate your brain. So,
Yes. Yeah.
like I said, the main reason for it was just to kind of focus on fighting. But as you mentioned, I'm definitely not done. I grew up, have a great foundation from my mom and her instructor, Chuck Timmons, of training informs weapons and fighting no matter what.
Yeah, man, for real. You're one of the few that do it. Like you and Rashad are pretty consistent
Mm.
with that, in the men's side. And Haley, as well.
Oh,
She
yeah,
she's
Haley
been
does it
fighting
all.
too.
Yeah.
She's been fighting too. Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. That's good. Man, so yeah, man, and you ended up fighting Raymond Daniels in the division.
Yeah,
And
it was crazy.
he came back, right? And I actually knew about it before. I actually was gonna be at Compete
Yeah.
International. I just Here's a side story for you guys, right? I was on the plane. I had a connecting flight going to Ontario, but we had to stop in Dallas. When we're about to take off the plane, I got a text saying they canceled my Texas flight. So I'm like, damn, I don't want to get
What?
stranded over there. So then I'm like, fast. My fingers, like, I took my power of typing fast before because I was like, let's see if I can have a flight from Dallas to Ontario tonight,
Yeah.
then I'm good, But there was nothing, right? And then I checked to see what they were offering me, nothing, and it was going to be a 23-hour commute. I wasn't going to get there till like Friday night, so it was just,
It's
it's just
not
we,
worth
we
it,
couldn't
really.
go. Yeah, man, but we were collaborating. I was collaborating a little bit with the All Stars. I had been saying, I want to see the All Stars come back, and they went there, and I and I wanted to see them in person, the comeback, but it's all good. We ended up getting a little bit of coverage out there of it. Thanks to Leandro Duarte too. So we got some more stuff coming out too. But next time I go, I learned my lesson. No more connecting flights. This is one of the I'll fly. Last year I flew direct to LAX and I drove in traffic. But I'd rather do that than that because I don't want to miss this tournament. It's a great event. And this year it looked like it was awesome too, right? It was a pretty good event this year.
Yeah, it was a really, really good event. You know, for me, Competes has always been a staple throughout my career, just because it's I don't know, I've had a lot of meaningful wins, and whether it's in the ring or outside of the ring there at that event. So it was a great tournament. You know, shout out to my teammates, Team Paul Mitchell. We had a complete takeover.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
we won. I think it was over 18 grand championships or something like that. So we took almost everything, if not everything.
The takeover for real. Yeah, man. Wow. Congratulations to you guys. And, you know, you guys do a great job with social media branding as well. And, you know, that's great. I like to see you guys doing that. I know Team Revolution is great at that. And you guys have a following. And I like to see more teams doing that too, you know. You guys do a great job. And it helps build to the prestige of the team. And, you know, the chemistry, right? You guys are probably like filming and stuff, and you know it's for social media and posting it, and you get to see the inside the team as well, you know. So I love that you guys do that for sure.
I think recently, you know, we've been Jackson has done a great job of you know, letting us know, Coach Jackson, right? Letting us know to stay on top of these social media requirements and stuff like that. And when we do it, you know, we make it fun and it's great. You know, like there was one that it was like a point fighter stereotype. Like one of them I did, I was like, I'm a point fighter. Of course I have to make weight.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, I remember that.
But there's a lot of cool videos that we've been doing and cool trends, but it's been very fun. And we've had the opportunity to see the different personalities on the team. And I said this I've said this all the time. I'm pretty sure if we had a reality show or like a camera on us at all times, I think that show would sell. It would be great, just because our team is a lot of different personalities, but we all come together and it's great.
That's what the sport needs, stuff like that, because then you know if they know, if the people connect with the individual, right? Then, you know, I was told by this before by somebody in TV. If they connect with you as an individual like that, then they'll follow every fight you have, every form you have. For sure, you build the fans that way, you know, and it comes through like personal moments like that. So that's great, man. So Compete Internationals was a great event. We're gonna talk real quick about some events coming up, real quick, and then we'll get on to, like, man, you got a lot of stuff that you've going on in your life. All right, so this weekend in Missouri Nationals, Richard Osborne, a great event, 46 years it's been going on. It's this weekend. His son also has a tournament too. Later on in the year, which you go to as well, right? Those are Mountain Nationals.
Oh man.
Yeah, and you know, it's great to see he was at Compete also, and we got some footage of that. He fought fighting in forms. He's you know age is just a number for real. He's looking super agile over there too. So he's got his tournament. Then March 8th, we got the Birmingham Invitational, point fighter approved. There's actually a QR code right there. And you know, March 8th, we have a bunch of events March 8th. So it's a big sport karate weekend for everybody. Arkansas Showdown is also, it's a Pro-Mac event. They do a great job there as well. Charles Garrett. Then that same weekend, let's see if I can fit it in here. We got the Starcade Internationals. That's Murphy Gonzalez. He holds a great event. That's point fighter approved, and they do set fights as well there. Then also that weekend, USA Sport Karate, and they got WACO divisions down here in Delray Beach, Florida. And you know, it's USA Sport Karate is a great league, expanding now all over the country. And I think we got, is that it? I think we got, we got one more. We got one more, guys. So all these point fighter approved events, one this weekend, and then next week we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 5. And this one's actually breaking in Miami, Florida. So this one, I'm hosting it in my studio, at Point Fighter Live Studios, and we're going to do a bunch of breaking. Anybody wants to join this, breaking's growing all over. We got the Power Zone. It's free registration, all materials paid. all you got to do is come on RSVP by March 1st. Let us know. We got about 13 breakers now. We got room for 3 more. So if you want to come down and break for free, right, and be on Point Fighter Live, it's going to be great. All right. So those are a lot of events, man. I'm trying to keep as busy as you. Right.
That's a big weekend, man. There's a
Yeah,
lot of
it's
events
a
in
big
one weekend.
weekend, and it's great. The sport is really growing, and a lot. It's like I feel like it's already here. You know what I mean? And it's
Mm.
happening because we're seeing events with Ocean State Grand Nationals. I think they're giving like they gave 31,000 last year. Now it's like
Yeah. These like 40,000.
40,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, 40,000 with Maggie with Female Fighters Matter too, giving 10 grand to the
Yeah.
women as well. So that's like I think it's all happening together, with the big pages like mine, and then Jackson with Sport Karate Zone, Sport Martial Arts, Martial Arts Internet Network. Especially with with Jeff and Alex, they're consistent with it. Like with their shows, and like I think that's just you know building up the sport. There's more people coming to compete. There's I think it's even having an effect on schools. Like people are seeing all these videos that because they're going viral like
Yeah.
everywhere, not just on my page. Videos are literally going viral, and that's saying, "Hey, let's do karate too," right? And jump in there. And then the schools are building up, the tournaments are building up. We're seeing bigger events, more sponsors, more money. Now we just got to get it more consistent on TV. But I think
Yeah.
with social media, it's kind of like the same thing. Like before you had cable and regular TV. Now you have all these streaming apps, right? And
Yeah.
then social media, people can't get enough. So it's amazing how it's growing. And then talking about TV, Cobra Kai, right? Going back to your career, Cobra Kai, you were on the last season of it,
Yeah.
and you were on 3 episodes.
Mhm.
And that how was that experience over there doing that?
It was a surreal experience, growing up on watching the Karate Kid movies,
Yeah,
right? Knowing of Ralph Macchio or Daniel LaRusso and just growing up and watching that to having this opportunity was absolutely insane, And the way it came about is we actually Haley and I came here to Atlanta about a year ago or 2 years ago, and we stayed here for a week, right, just to kind of hang out. And we went to a local stunt gym, and we went there and we met up this guy named Master Tony Chung, and we were just doing a workout, we were just working out, networking, and then he came up to us and was like, "Hey, how would y'all like to be on Cobra Kai?" And we just looked at each other and we were like, "Is it like, heck yeah, we'd love to." And then unfortunately there was a writer strike. I don't know if you remember that. There was a
yeah,
strike where the writers stopped writing, and so a lot of stuff wasn't being produced for a while, for at least 6 to 8 months. And then in February of 2024, I actually was getting ready for Compete Internationals. It was like a Wednesday. I had my bags packed already, or just needed to get my gear or something. And I was in school, and Haley got the first call to go into the show. And then she told me, "Have your phone ready." So I look at my phone, it's going off, but it's not a call. It's just a group chat. And then on this group chat, I just get a message saying, "Hey, let's make some Cobra Kai magic happen. We need you here Friday." And it was Wednesday, and they need us here Friday. So that's why I wasn't at Compete Internationals last year or Ocean
wow,
States last year. I missed those two events because I was filming for Cobra Kai. So um, with that being said, the first two people that I saw on the show was Ralph Macchio or Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence. Those are the first two people that I saw, and it was so hard to not, geek out. But you're a professional. You're working, right? They hired you for work there, and you have to be professional. So it was really, really cool to have conversations with these incredible people and see how they work.
yes,
Pictures are great. I was lucky enough to get a few pictures and whatnot, but I think the biggest takeaway for me was I got to work on this project alongside Haley, which is awesome. Growing up in the sport, and now we're engaged. So doing that together, and then we worked alongside Justin and Jules as well. They have some big
yeah,
roles in that,
yeah,
and they also brought a lot of people from the martial arts world into this
yeah.
project, which
They
is
did.
really, really cool. So to do it alongside a lot of the people that I love, as I like to call family, and then people in the martial arts world. It was really, really great. And then to have the conversations and memories of, all these people it was just fantastic. And then to see it all going on screen, knowing like watching it now and then
Bro,
seeing
that's
like,
incredible.
yeah,
Yeah,
seeing
that's
it. And I'm
incredible.
like, I know how they filmed that, or like that was me, knowing how it was filmed, is pretty cool.
Bro, so seeing you there on, yeah, you're on Netflix, that must be crazy, right? Like, man, how about the feedback, like family, friends, everybody, like just
No,
calling you
yeah,
up?
it was. I think
That's insane.
the first two people that I told, because you obviously have to keep it on the down low. But the first two people I told once I was able to was my two best friends back from Brownsville, and I'll give them a shout out. Martin and Jacob, love you guys. Thank you for all the support. But I told them, and they're huge fans of the show, and they've supported me along my journey. And when I told them, Martin, one of my best friends, came out. He like left the conversation on FaceTime and then came back in his Cobra Kai uniform. Um, but they were excited. My moms were super excited, super proud. My family was. All the students of the dojo, it was great. It's a great start of a career I'm looking to grow in.
Well, that's amazing. Yeah, congratulations on that. And now, that's part of the, now you're moved over there to Georgia, right?
Yeah.
That's part of the reason. And you and Haley, you guys, man, so much life changes, right? Like you moved over to Georgia and now you're engaged with Haley. You're out
Yeah.
there. You're also graduating now in May as well,
Yes, I'm.
right?
Not a lot of people know just because I don't talk as much about it as I probably should. Maybe I'm not sure, but also life. We're busy, right? And I'm not saying school is not a priority, but because I've just managed my time and managed it well throughout my entire career. But I'll be graduating in May. I just received an email like a couple days ago about a certain change and update that I needed, but that got done. So I need one more final approval, but I should be in the clear to graduate in May with my bachelor's degree.
Congratulations, man, for real. I'm proud of you. And I know your
Thank you.
mom is super proud of you as well. And I know that she's I know you guys have to be missing each other too. Like how's it
Yeah.
been with us since you moved? Because you grew up in the school, right? And
Yeah.
you a little bit teach and stuff, and now you're over here.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm definitely a mama's boy, right? For sure. It's just been her and I all my 22 going on 23 years, and to go from that lifestyle of just being at the school every day, and it's just been her and I, our dynamic at home, and also my dogs and my cat. I miss my dogs and my
Oh
cats at
man,
home. I miss my
yeah.
pets. Um, this might sound crazy, but my mom has 11 pets inside back home. I say she has a zoo, right? But we definitely are missing each other. But I think, my mom has done a great job in raising me and who I am.
Yeah.
And I always tell her, especially recently, that's been hard. I tell her that I've got my strength from her, a big part of it for sure, and that I'm excited to see her soon. So I'll be
Yeah,
back in
man.
Texas soon.
No, yeah, and she knows you're doing your thing now, and she's super proud of you. And yeah, man, you're doing a great job with everything, man, for sure, man. I think we talked about everything pretty much, so many things, right? Did we miss out on anything that's new with you? Or and you're doing a
Um,
lot of privates and seminars too. You're
yes.
basically doing a lot, you and Haley. So if anybody out there, you want to get in there, I know there may be a waiting list or whatever, but you'll get on there for sure. And it's a great seminar, or great for private lessons as well.
Absolutely.
Improving in everything for sure. So just contact you. You got your social media pages, and
Yep.
that's basically the best way to reach out to you, right?
Yes, like we talked about, social media is a big thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's a big thing nowadays. So reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook at my name at the Alex Mancillas on Instagram, or my name as you see now on Facebook. Always available to help out because it's very important in our sport. It's I think that's a big thing about Paul Mitchell, which we all understand, is that we get here, but then it's about who's next, right? Yes, we have our legacy, but I'm willing to help out who's next, who wants help to compete or even just to get better, right? Or you want to get fit, right? You want to get healthy,
Yeah.
whatever it is,
Yeah.
Both Haley and I are offering seminars and private lessons and seminars together if anyone's interested. So definitely reach out for that.
There you go, man. Awesome. So I'll be seeing you next
Are you in the Ocean States?
at Ocean Say. We'll be there. Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there as well. Awesome, man. Hey, man, congratulations on everything. Congratulations, Compete International. Super proud of you. I had a great time on this show. We're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. All right, have a great day. Today is we're
Power.
on Power, baby. We're on Wednesday, right? Yeah, happy
Yeah,
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
That's us, Power, baby. Woo!